Swift recently released something that you won't believe. That's correct, people. We're discussing a subtle statement that is hardly discussed, but has the potential to fundamentally alter how XRP is perceived internationally. For most people, it's one of those occasions that goes completely unnoticed. Connecting the dots, however, indicates something significant. And I've got you covered if you pay attention to this channel. The worst part is still to come. This isn't only a hazy forecast. The timing, the language, and the partners participating are already evident from the indications. This is an obvious trace. You should comprehend what this means if you now own XRP or are simply keeping an eye on the market, since if it becomes widely accepted, the window of opportunity will close. It goes by quickly, and in this video, people will explain everything. If you're watching, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. See, it's free. It is beneficial to me. It aids in my development. I benefit from it in terms of the YouTube algorithm. As you are aware, it promotes the channel on YouTube in an effort to gain as many new subscribers as possible. Given all the drama and problems I'm having with this channel on YouTube, we've set up a backup channel where we discuss how you were misled about XRP and Ripple. We recently released the video for Ando and Ripple. The Bullwinkle Blueprint is the name of it. This video will have it pinned to the top. And you know what? It's cost-free. Click the subscribe button there. Let's get RIP's channels back by supporting and joining that channel. How do you feel about Bitcoin? 109,207. XRP dropped down to $2.30, while Ethereum came in at $2,764. Look, cryptocurrency looks fantastic. CPI figures are being released. In the coming days, Jerome Powell will be speaking here. Rate reductions, perhaps. If we look at Poly Market, they say that rates will be lowered in September. Well, look, we know this. Rates will be reduced. Is Powell going to do it? We shall see. Although it appears that Trump intends to get rid of them, rates will be lowered, which will be the final straw that sends cryptocurrency into a tailspin. Perhaps the rate drop heralds the crypto industry's parabolic phase. Perhaps it simply marks the beginning of another huge upward trend. I just know that time will tell where we are headed and that we will receive another delay from the SEC, but this time it will be on a H-bar ETF. Thus, the SEC has postponed making a decision. Although this is nothing new, there have been reports that a Solana ETF may launch next month. Prepare for the launch of the XRP ETFs once the Solana ETF becomes live. It can no longer be fought. We're receiving ETFs for XRP. The only thing left to ask is when we will truly get them. On the other channel, we also discussed this significant deal. If you're curious about what's happening, we distilled it down into a 4-minute section. Flair, we're speaking of XRP. We're discussing wrapping, yielding, and staking your XRP tokens. Everything is on the opposite channel. However, it's clear that Ethereum is setting the standard when we examine actual assets and current events. Algorand, ZK Sync, Stellar, Solana, Polygon, and Optos filed this. Given what they're doing with Ando, XRP is going to be on this list. Listen carefully, and in the interim, Swift emerges in silence. And just here, they dropped this bomb. Smokedog is the source of this. Swift affirms in this section that it will utilize third-party digital currency through ISO 2002. Swift outlines its strategic direction in the video below, working alongside fintechs rather than against them. Ding ding. Financial analysts and Swift alike realize that Swift is not being replaced. By collaborating with third-party fintechs, it is strengthening globally trusted networks and facilitating the seamless integration of their innovation services, such as digital currency networks, with Swift's 11,000 member institutions. The ISO 2022 standard is essential to this worldwide connectivity. The biggest opportunity, in Swift's words, is to integrate various networks and third-party providers that use ISO 2022, particularly those that enable digital currency networks. After you listen to this clip, we'll break this down in a way you have never heard before. Frictionless payments not only improve the overall customer experience, but also make the community of Swift member banks more effective, reducing expensive exceptions and investigations so that we can more effectively compete with new competitors and closed-loop networks in terms of cost. Further options for our banks to offer value-added products and services to our clients are created by allowing member banks to take advantage of the global open network's rapid strength and more controlled payment orchestration capacity, which is supported by the rich structural data of ISO 2002. However, Tanya, I believe that the potential for integration with a range of networks, rails, and third parties using the rich ISO 2022 format and the transaction orchestration of the new platform is what most excites me, and what I believe to be the largest new opportunity for the industry in relation to Swift's new platform. Regardless of the settlement rail, whether it be real-time, faster, instant payment rails, real-time gross settlement rails, card rails, or even e-wallet or digital currency networks, it is necessary to manage that interoperability and rules of engagement with these rails and networks via a single central framework that offers transparency to manage that end-to-end experience. Thus, that is the aspect of this network's potential that most excites me. Let's dissect this. Everyone, this is huge. Swift isn't fighting change by accepting third-party digital currency networks. It is spearheading the shift to a financial future that is hybrid. This global messaging standard is more than just an improvement in compliance. It serves as the digital Rosetta Stone, facilitating smooth communication between developing blockchain ecosystems and conventional banking. Recall that everyone was required to upgrade the outdated message system. To be able to plug and play with these new digital systems that are being constructed, these digital ledger technologies, they had to make sure that they improved their networks. Swift's decision to work with fintechs and digital app platforms here demonstrates maturity and an awareness that the financial industry is not isolated but rather interconnected in the future. David Schwartz frequently discussed the failure of these silo ecosystems. Furthermore, this integration is not minor. It is essential for providing 11,000 institutions with secure, recognizable access to digital currency rails. The claim that Swift would be superseded is out of date. The reality, it is changing, and digital currencies are part of that change, not an exception. Tokens like XRP, XDC, ALZO, and XLM, which were all created with ISO integration in mind to serve as pillars for international settlement, are made possible by the focus on ISO 2022. With this action, Swift is guaranteeing unrestricted cross-border liquidity flow, opening the door for the widespread use of digital assets by incorporating them into tokenized markets. Future financial systems will be constructed in layers. The leaders in this field will be those who can plug and play, such as XRP and other ISO-compliant networks. This is really enormous. Then long, Monica. According to her, between 40 and 50% of Ripple's operations go through Singapore. This is enormous. We need a lot of time to focus on that, so we're going to go over everything in another video. XRP, it's chilling in the interim. We are looking at $2.31 on this item. This is where we have to go above and above. 2.36. We can target this enormous area of resistance once we surpass that. This falls within the range of $2.50 and $2.65. It's almost time. Bitcoin is poised for a meteoric rise in value. Next up for Bitcoin and the party is $120,000. The story doesn't end there. The celebration is only getting started. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons at that precise moment. Come on over to the new channel, people. Don't forget to join that one. Hit the like button and show your support there. In order for YouTube to monetize that channel, which they now took away